Indirect rates are computed by accumulating costs by cost pools, which are numerators, and cost bases, which are denominators. For this episode, we will focus on the denominator, or the cost basis. Indirect rates typically consist of fringe, overhead, F&A, and G&A rates. While there are different types of rate structures, this episode will focus on the big four. Once the fringe cost pool is accumulated, as explained in episode 1, the cost pool is then divided by the fringe cost base. The fringe cost base includes total labor and excludes vacation, sick, holiday, paid time off, and bonuses. After the F&A cost pool is accumulated, plus allocated fringe when a fringe rate exists, the cost pool is then divided by total direct costs plus total IR&D costs, including allocated fringe to IR&D labor if applicable. Once you have calculated your overhead cost pool, divide the cost pool by the sum of direct labor, bid and proposal labor, and independent or internal research and development labor. Once the G&A cost pool is accumulated, the cost pool is then divided by the sum of total direct costs, total fringe and overhead costs not allocated to G&A, and any unallowable overhead costs. This is also known as total cost input. In other words, the G&A cost pool is divided by the total costs of the organization, excluding the G&A cost pool and the FAR 31.2 unallowable cost pool. Unallowable direct costs are always included in the cost base where direct costs are included. Unallowable costs that are G&A in nature are not included in the G&A cost base. Total costs on your company's profit and loss on the accrual basis must be accounted for in your indirect rate reporting. Your company's profit and loss should be reconciled to any third-party documents, such as tax returns and financial statements, to show that all costs are accounted for. Refunds or rebates should be applied as an offset to the corresponding expense to reduce your indirect cost pool. Doing business with the U.S. government becomes challenging at times. However, you should never lose sight of the fact that you are a business first and the government is just one of your customers. At Mocher CPA, we help businesses understand the complexity behind government contracting as well as the challenges of commercializing research leading to a viable and sustainable organization. We simplify the complex to free your capacity and advance your research while leaving the administrative burden to us. Please visit us at mochercpa.com for more information.